Did Milk Makeup sell it to BoxyCharm knowing that these were faulty products that they were pulling from the market, and so that they could sell them to us for a discounted price, and we thought we were getting something fabulous. Hello, my amazing YouTube family. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I have not done one of these videos in quite some time, and I really need to keep on top of it more. But this is what I'm calling now my Love It or Leave It series. I have done a bunch of these, and I think I've called them something different every time. It's basically a favorites and fails. Yes, that's what it is. But, you know, you want to be creative and come up with something new and different. So hopefully you like it. Let me know. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending upon how much you like long videos, I have a lot of stuff here. And I have a lot to say as well. So grab a snack, my friends, and let's get into it. I'm going to start with my loves first, and then we will go down the line. I like to do it, and like people have like done like ranking things, but honestly, that takes way too much brain power for me. So I'm just going to go by what I grabbed that I like. The first thing, and by the way, obviously none of this is sponsored. I'm not getting paid to say anything about any of these things. But this little guy is a scalp scrubber. Now these are not hard. These are silicone, and basically it's for shampooing. That was the purpose when I purchased it. There are many of them, but I really like this one because it has little finger grips here, and I bought this, I believe, at the BoxyCharm sale, as a matter of fact. This one fits so nicely in your palm, and it's very easy to hold, and it makes shampooing my hair so easy. And if you have a sudsing shampoo, it really helps to create that good lather. Sometimes my hands with the MS get very tired, so this makes it so easy and convenient. If you can find one, I wouldn't want one with hard little things, but with the silicone numbies. I knew it was going to happen. You knew it was going to happen. The little numby, I can't say it. Nummies. No, wait, no. Nubbies. Nubbies. There we go. I think these little things are great. This is a new purchase, and I probably should have done that little haul thing first. Again, it's a random haul. I order things from here and there, and like at the end of the month I will basically show you, unless it's one large haul. But Marc Jacobs has everything for 50% off, and I'd never tried their bra products. No. Marc Jacobs does not do bras in their beauty section. They do brows. I had never tried Marc Jacobs brow products, and I'm very sad that I haven't tried it up until now because I love it. They are normally fairly expensive. I, of course, will put all the prices and everything on screen, but it looks very much like his eyeliner. This is dual-ended. On one, it has the brow setting, and I like it. The one is a little bit big for my taste, but it does do quite well. I love having it on the same thing. And then you have your brow product that rolls up and down, thank goodness, on this end. This one is in the color medium brown. Let me swatch it for you so you can get a good idea. A little bit warm for me, but it still most definitely works. I'm not wearing it today, but this goes on beautifully. It has a fine enough tip that it can get some precision and not get messy. It does my inner brows extremely well. And on top of that, you get a refill. So for the price, it's definitely worth it. But the fact that you're getting a refill on top of it most definitely makes it worth the sale price, without a doubt. You would probably not believe this, but I had never tried the Kat Von D Shade and Light palettes. I had seen the big ones in TJ Maxx for so very long. I don't see them anymore, so I'm pretty sure they're probably completely done with them. But at Ulta, they had these on sale, and it is in the original Kat Von D packaging. This is the light and the shadow play. This is beautiful on my skin. You can see it, but it is the perfect tone for my skin, that it does blend in beautifully. They are very easy to blend. This is pigmented enough that if you want to cut out your bronzer or your contour, it definitely works like that. I'm kind of sad that these products no longer exist, but I'm so happy that I was able to pick one up on sale. If they are still on sale anywhere, I will definitely link it below. Her packaging was something to remark about. It really was beautiful. Now, I normally don't talk about perfumes on my channel. I have a lot of favorites. If you want to see a favorite perfume thing, I'm very happy to do it. But this is Tom Ford, and I cannot believe I own a Tom Ford fragrance. This is the Tobacco Vanilla. First of all, magnetic. I mean, simple things in life. The fragrance of this, I cannot describe. It is warm and sexy and not quite masculine, but it has that little hint of that deepness to it. Oh my goodness, it's like a really good cigar smell. If you like cigar smells, that sweetness to it. The only thing I can say is it doesn't tell you the name of it anywhere on the package. You have to keep the box, which is really silly. In my opinion, it's very annoying. Luckily, I remember the name of it and how much I love it, or else I wouldn't know. But you don't get much. It's very expensive. I treated myself to it, and I am loving it. Of course, my memory got full. Memory card got full. My memory is full all the time. And all right, Baxter, you want to say hello? We're going to have 2 kittens saying hello today. Here is the old Baxter boy, my fragile little cat. 18 years old, and he's still got some spunk in him. He's a great kitten, but he wants his mama's attention, so he's pouring at me. So he will be meowing probably throughout this video, so just to give you a heads up. You've seen me mention this before, but I have to mention it again. It is a very simple product. It is $18. I do remember that. It's from Elizabeth Arden and is their 8-hour cream. This is just amazing for so many uses. For dry skin, for knuckles. I use it underneath my eyes for extra hydration and smoothness. But yes, it could be expensive for what it is, but I will continue to purchase this because I love it so much. It has no grit, no texture to it. It is just a clear balm with some very nice hydrating ingredients, but it seems to have like a bit of a tink? Oh goodness, a pink tinge to it, but it doesn't show up. And I said it's so moisturizing. It's good for cuts, scrapes, for everything. It's a multi-use balm, and I said I'm going to wait till there's another sale. I'm going to stock up on this puppy. Here's something that surprised me. I may or may not have mentioned this before, but if you go on to Ulta, all of the Kylie products are very, very discounted. I believe this is $8. As I said, I may have mentioned it in a video or such, but this is the Kylie bronzer. I'd never tried it because I'm just not willing to pay the price, and you know, she doesn't really interest me that much, but this bronzer is absolutely stunning. For me, it is the perfect tone. It is in the color Toasty. Now, it does have a mirror, but it's still got the film on it. You might want to still pick up some of her blushes. So because for the price tag, I think it's awesome. Now, I have some stuff on my hand, but I said that is such a beautiful tone on me, and it blends beautifully, and I'm actually quite impressed with it. I don't know what's going to happen when her new products come out, and I don't know if I'm going to be purchasing them, but I'm so glad that I picked that up, especially for what it costs. And if you like a good concealer, her concealer was also fabulous as well. I also have to talk about this foundation. I am loving the Fenty, what do they call it? The Eaze Drop Skin Tint Foundation, whatever you want to call it. This stuff is amazing. It's very, very liquidy. The packaging is really, really cute. It is a squeezy bottle. I have mine in the number 7. You can use your fingers with this. I happen to like using a brush, and when I use a brush, it goes on beautifully. It blends beautifully. I never get any streakiness. That's it, blend into my hand. You can build it up slightly, but when you want something light, that does give you a decent amount of coverage. Definitely not medium to heavy, but it's definitely, I'd say, a light to medium, even though it's just a skin tint. This is something that I would repurchase absolutely. Let me know if you guys have tried this. This is another one that I had forgotten about, and it is so very good. It is from Revlon. Now, I know this is filthy. I'm very sorry, but it does happen. This is the Age Defying Firming and Lifting Foundation. I have mine in the number 20, which I believe is light beige. Oh no, it's called Tender Beige. Tender Beige. This one also has an SPF of 15, which is really not enough during the day. But this one, again, goes on beautifully. It is not patchy, not crepey. And I've been going through my foundations and discovering that a lot of them I'm weeding out because of the way they apply on my skin. This one gives beautiful coverage, a little bit more than a skin tint. And it just looks so lovely on my skin and lasts throughout the day. It doesn't oxidize, and if I do happen to sweat, it doesn't get that horrible texture that the Screen Queen from Milani actually did. I still haven't tried that one. Again, I want to do another wear test when I don't have to, like, appear in public and stuff like that. But I keep forgetting how good these things are, so highly recommend this one. This we just got recently. I forgot what box. I know you guys will fill me in on that because you're awesome in that way and I am not. But this is from Pixi by Petra and is their Flawless Beauty Primer. I'm in love with this stuff. It is tinted, and let me tell you, you can get away with just this if you want to, because it has a little bit of coverage, it has some luminosity, but my makeup went on so beautifully on top of it that when I go through so many of my other primers that I have to go through, this is something that I will absolutely be picking up again. This is another one that surprised me very much. Of course, I got it in a box, and it's by a company called Delilah, and it's their Brow Groom. This has one of the triangle tips. This is such a beautiful color on my brows. It went on nicely. It did give some definition. I do need a little bit of a darker one to get really defined at the bottom, but I like this one a lot for the inner corner because of the color and the way it goes on, and it just kind of blurs, and then you brush it out because, of course, it does have the spoolie on the other end. This was one of those brands that, you get in the box and you're not sure about, but you try it and you're like, okay, that is very good. I am enjoying it. Okay, I did pick up the 3 palettes from the Bambi collection from Colourpop, and I am so glad that I did. I really enjoy these. Again, people I think are so critical of Colourpop for a lot of reasons, and I certainly can't go out and purchase all of the releases because they release so many. But Bambi is my thing, and this is the Thumper palette. Typical cardboard packaging, but the cuteness factor is definitely there. This is a gorgeous palette, and I happen to like their shadows with the matte ones with the glitter in it because I think they apply and blend beautifully, and sometimes you can still get the effect of, see, a little bit of that sparkle in there. If you pat it on, if you tap it on with a flat brush, you can still maintain some of that glitter if you want, but I've really been enjoying this green. Look at that green. It is so stunning. So this is a beautiful color story. I love the curated palettes. It does have 2 standard mattes and the 1 matte with the glitter as well as the 2 shimmers. This pink one is also beautiful, so soft. I love Colourpop shadows, and I know that they are also on sale currently at Ulta. I think they're $9.80 instead of maybe $14. I will have to, check. Everything will be linked below with my magic links, by the way, which if you use, of course, I do get a tiny commission. This one is the Flower palette. It's a little baby skunk. How can you not love flower? This is a purple palette. You know how I feel about purple palettes. This is another one of the mattes with the glitter. It is a black and it is gorgeous. Look at that. I mean, it's stunning. Yeah, I mean, this would have gone perfectly today, but I am wearing Gourmand Girls. I'm going to link Christina down below because she is an indie brand. I love supporting indie brands, and you should follow her. She's fabulous, and I love her palettes. This is the Bambi palette. This is a nice neutral palette, the brown with the glitter speckles. This one only has the 1 shimmer, which is that gold, which if you want a more neutral look, but then you want a bit of a bam, that gold will definitely do it for you. So I love this one too. I think they were all well worth the money that I spent. This powder, I didn't think I was going to be able to use. It is from Fenty. I did get it in a BoxyCharm, and I'm so grateful to get Fenty products in BoxyCharm because they are costly. This is in the color Cashew. I found a way to make this work. It is too dark for me for an all-over setting powder, but you can see how deep the color is. What I do, I don't know if you can see it. No, you're not going to be able to see it. It is a beautiful, beautiful powder. And that puffs everywhere. I use it when I set my face more of in the bronzing area, so it almost acts like a base for the bronzer. If I have a too light foundation, I will use this and I will dust it lightly in the appropriate areas. So I have found a great way to make this work, and I would love to get this in my proper color for all over face fetting. Face fetting! And I'm so glad that I can make it work for me because I don't like to waste product. This one surprised me. I did not think I was going to like it. It is from Wishful from Huda. It is her jelly moisturizer. It's called the Honey Balm. At first I thought it was like a makeup remover. I don't like the scent, I will say that, because it has a very strong floral scent, but I love what it does for my skin. It has very nice ingredients. It is not jelly-like, but dimethicone-like. And it has a slight pink tinge, which it looks horrible on my hand because I've got all the eyeshadow on it. But it feels so beautiful on the skin, and my makeup goes on flawlessly on top of it. I'm grateful that I have it. I got it in my mystery bag. I don't know if I would purchase it again because the floral scent is so strong. Luckily, it does dissipate. Along those same lines is the Touch and Soul Icy Sherbet Primer. I adore this primer. I'm trying to use my other primers, but you know when you have something that you love and you want to reach for? Because of its texture, it looks like just like ice. It's aptly named, obviously. My makeup goes on so beautifully. It is blurring on the skin. It has a florally but almost sweet smell to it, so it doesn't bother me. And it is such a pleasure to use. It's almost cooling on the skin, and I like it. I love that we get these things in our boxes so I don't have to go out and pay the money for them. Here's another Kat Von D product. It is in her original packaging. I also received this in one of my boxes. This is the Lolita shadow. This shadow I keep out all the time. You can't see the dip I've made in it, but I do use it quite often because when I don't know what to do, I will just throw this in my crease and then put any shimmer on my eyeball, and I will get a perfect look every time. This is a beautiful shadow. The tone is perfect for me. It is blendable, and it is so pretty. I actually have the Lolita palette, which I have to dig out and use. Her formula was spectacular on her products, and I'm glad that I have the single that I can just grab for and use all the time. This is another one of my shocking favorites. It is from Kokie Cosmetics. It is an amazingly reasonable price tag, and it is the one that extends and then pulls off. This is a beautiful liner. It goes on beautifully thin. It doesn't seep all into any type of lines that you have. And remember, I was afraid that this was going to collapse when you're using it. It absolutely does not. I love that it shrinks down to a tiny little baby size that I can certainly take it with me, but it gives a beautiful crisp line, and this is something I will absolutely repurchase, especially because of the price tag, so yay. This is another liner that I recently discovered how much I love. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex liner. I had never tried it. I don't think I hadn't tried it, but I recently pulled it out, and this is another liner. This tip is much more flexible than the Kokie, but you can get thick and thin lines so easily, and it goes on, it glides across the eye, and you can get some really nice, precise pointed tips with the tip of this. So this is one that I recommend, very happy to have. The Kosas One and Done Shadow. I thought it was weird when I first looked at it because the product was separated as it is now. You have to shake it a good long time to really get the pigments mixed in together. But once you do and it's uniform, I love the way this made my eyes look. It is a thin formula that blends beautifully, and literally it took me 10 seconds to do my eyes. Now, this is if I want a neutral eye. If I wanted something more dramatic, I would want to add something else, but I did this and a little bit of liner and mascara out the door, and I love these. I'm hoping they will be on sale so I can purchase some more colors because I love it. And what color is this? This is in Copper Halo. Gorgeous. Gorgeous color. Love it. Wasn't sure. Let me know what you guys think about them. One more of my favorite products, and then I'm going to get into some of my fails. Now, this was sent to me in PR, and this is the Good Molecules Wake Up Eye Gel. This is very balm-like, or should I say ointment-like. And it is another product very similar to the Elizabeth Arden that just adds an amazing amount of moisture and smoothness underneath my eyes. It gives that extra hydration that I need so that my concealer will not get crepey. You do have to let this sink in, or else, you know, it's going to be a little oily around the eyes. But if you have dry eyelids or dry under eyes like I do, this is amazing stuff. This is, of course, much, much cheaper than the Elizabeth Arden. You're also getting quite a bit less, but if you're looking for something to add that extra layer, I highly recommend the Good Molecules. I love Good Molecules, not because I get them in PR, but because they are really good and really reasonably priced products. So very happy to have this. Thank you to them. Okay, these next few products are kind of like that meh type of, you know, category. And this is not a bad product, but the problem is it is very expensive for what it is. It is from Ipsy. It's their Refreshments. It is their shave gel. It says Pillowy Shave Cream. It's very lotion-like, so I kind of find that I have to use quite a bit when I am shaving. It's definitely nice. It's pleasant to use. I like that it has a flip top, but they say it's normally $8, and when I get my Refreshments, it's $6. I don't pay $6 for shaving cream. I would rather buy like the Skintimate and get it on sale like 2 for $4 or something like that. So while it's an okay product, I don't have any real problem with using it. It's not something that I'm going to continue to buy because of the price tag. Now, this is that B-flat Mind Your Body. It's supposed to be like the toning cream for your midsection. It is from Maybelline, and I normally like products that you can feel working, but this one heats up, and it heats up more over time. I think it has like a lot of capsaicin in it. I have to take a look, but it becomes rather uncomfortable because the feeling lasts for so very long, and honestly, I haven't seen a gosh darn thing. When I first tried it on my hand, I didn't feel it, but when I rubbed it on my belly, and when I do, as I said, it gets uncomfortably hot, and it's not a pleasant experience for me. I mean, if it did miracles and it made me look like I just got liposuction, I would probably tolerate the feeling of it, but it's not a feeling that I enjoy. So while I'm going to use it, it's kind of torturous a little bit, because while I'm sitting there at night after I put it on, I'm like, okay, that's really uncomfortable. I don't like it. So if you guys got this and you tried it, because of course we got it in one of our boxes, I'd be very curious to see what you guys think about it. Oh, I forgot one product that I absolutely adore and love. This is the Coola Dawn Patrol Classic Primer. I'm in love with this stuff. I love the packaging. It's luxurious. It is a glass bottle. This, if you want to compare it to that Icy Sherbet Primer, is amazing. I love this stuff. It is silicone-y, but it blurs, and your makeup goes on top of it so beautifully. So sorry that I forgot about this one. I found this in TJ Maxx. I was so freaking lucky to do so, because this is not inexpensive, and I only paid $14.99 for this. It is probably at least double the price. On the same lines of Coola, I'm also a little disappointed in this because of the sprayer. This is the Refreshing Water Mist with Sunscreen. It has full 360 spectrum. It is only SPF 18, but again, you don't use it alone. I love spraying an extra layer of sun protection on after I do my makeup, but the sprayer must be broken, because half of it sprays beautifully, and then you get like a shot of something because it's not working right. So I can't use it for that. What I have to do is, if I want to, I have to use it before I put on my moisturizer or something. So I think it happens to be just this one because the rest of it is good. And so it's not a bad product. It is the delivery system in the sprayer of it. But I really do enjoy this. This is something that I'm so disappointed in. These are the Almay Longwear and Waterproof Makeup Remover Pads. I've been using these for 20 years until now. I always buy the non-oily and the waterproof one. They recently made these biodegradable, and I don't know what they did to it, but these now burn my eyes. These never burn my eyes, number one. And now when I use them, they do. The texture of the pads is very different. They made them biodegradable, but it's a very uncomfortable texture. And even the oiliness of the product is not the same. They had to have changed the ingredients, and I'm not going to use something or enjoy something that is burning my eyes. I used to love these. I used them so often. As I said, I used them for 20 years, and now it's like I have to force myself to use this, and then I have to put eye drops in my eyes afterwards to like get the burning out of them. I know what they were doing by going with the biodegradable, but they need to rework their formula because who wants to use an eye makeup thing that's burning the heck out of someone's eyes? The other ones don't burn as much, but they also don't do as good of a job as they used to. So that's kind of a big disappointment for me. Now this product, I really do like it, but I don't like the brush very much. And maybe some people will. It is the Benefit Brow Setting Gel. And the thing is, it has, instead of a round, piece of fur, instead of having the round brush, it is flat. So you have to hold it a certain way in order to get it to work effectively. And it's a very good concept because when you do hold it properly, it's beautiful because it's clear. It doesn't mess up your brows or deposit any color. But the problem is I keep forgetting that it's not round, and so then I'll get like a smudge of gel by using the wrong end. So it is a fabulous product, but I know where they were going, but it doesn't quite fit my needs. This is a blush that I got in my Ipsy, and it's from Eco Fabulous, and I loved the eco consciousness of it. The fact that this is a tin that you can take out the blush or whatever product is in here. This is all cardboard, so it's recyclable, and it's a great idea. The blush is terrible. This is a peachy color. It looked awful. It is very shimmery, and I do not like the way, I mean, look at it. It looks like a peach highlighter almost. It looked absolutely horrible on my skin, and I don't like the texture of it. It didn't go on smoothly. Great concept for the company, but they need to improve their formula. Maybe I would try something else on them, but you know when you're turned off with one particular product and you're not really wanting to try something else, that's my experience with this guy. I refuse to buy Colourpop liners anymore. Every single one of them breaks. You're using the product, it'll work for a little bit. They do dry out very quickly, but they break inside, and then you go to take the cap off and the product goes flying across the room. It hasn't happened once, it hasn't happened twice, it has happened with every single Colourpop liner that I purchase. And even though they are not exorbitant in price, I don't want an eyeliner that's going to break on me all the time. So as much as I enjoy them and they do stay in my waterline, no, the Wet n Wild liners, that doesn't work. They stay very well. So I will absolutely not be purchasing liners. And they have so many beautiful ones that I'm so tempted. But I know it's exactly what's going to happen because I bought about 10 of them, and it's happened with all 10. And you lose half the product or sometimes the entire product. So no, and this one's going in the garbage now. Another liner that is crap in my opinion, from Starlooks. I haven't had it that long. Do you see anything? Is there anything happening? I'm cutting a hole in my hand. No. Okay, look, I just broke off the tip, but I ain't getting color. I mean, absolutely crappy, worthless, going in the garbage. We got this in a box. I don't know much about the company. If you've tried anything from the company, let me know, but This is a big oh heck no for me. Here's another disappointing BoxyCharm product. Now, I have a little controversy about this one. This is the Milk Makeup HDB. HDB? What? CBD and arnica solid body oil HBD. Oh my goodness. When I went to look this up, you cannot find these anywhere. These were in the BoxyCharm pop-up sale. Now granted, they weren't expensive and Milk makeup products are expensive. The product is fabulous, but this broke off, which is the twisty thing, very quickly. I think after 2 uses, you need to like get a pair of pliers to turn this now. And on top of that, wait till you see this. Okay, I'm having to scrape it out, but look at this. The whole component is breaking and falling apart. It is an absolute absurdity what is occurring with this product. Now, is the reason you can't find it anymore because it was obviously faulty? Because I know that I've mentioned it previously and several people said that the same exact thing happened to them. Did Milk Makeup sell it to BoxyCharm knowing that these were faulty products that they were pulling from the market and so that they could sell them to us for a discounted price and we thought we were getting something fabulous? I am so disappointed, and I said the fact that you can't find it anywhere speaks volumes to the fact that they knew that there was a problem with the product or else they wouldn't have pulled it from the market. Now, of course, that's just my conspiracy theory, but I would love to hear your thoughts on it and if you experienced the same thing. Here's another product that we got in one of our boxes, and I'm doing this because I really want to chuck it out the window. I can tell you that there's a lot of product left in here, but this is the Dew of the Gods, the Frosé Iced Rosé Body Scrub. You can't get the freaking product out of the container. I got maybe half of it out. And sure, you can cut this open and get the rest of it out. But why should I have to? It's a body scrub. Why would I want to sit there and have this mess and having to cut it open in the shower? It smells really nice. It did a beautiful job exfoliating, very pleasant to use. But really, I mean, come on. Like, did you not test your product? Did this not go through a quality test? Did somebody not do their job? They had one job. One job. They didn't do their job. So, yeah, this is half full, and I'm throwing it in the garbage because I'm not cutting it open to get out the product. And, yes, I'm very feisty about it, but stuff like this annoys the crud out of me. This is from Black. I do like things from Black, like their under eye gels and stuff like that, but they're very expensive. This is the Meteor Shower Shimmer Scrub, made in space. It should have been left in space because it hardened up on me, like very shortly, kept the bag closed. What am I supposed to do with the solid brick thing of product in here? Again, very nice scrub. It had like, you know, shimmers in it, which is so not necessary. It's bad for the environment. It could clog your drain, but really? Like, I don't know what else to say about it. So, yeah, I'd say go back to the darn drawing board with this one. I have to very quickly talk about this one last thing. These are from Say. These are the makeup remover pads that we got in one of our boxes. These are fabulous. I use them every day. I haven't had them that long, but yeah, this happened. And this should not happen after such a short period of time. I think it's ridiculous. These were quite expensive. I have several of these type of things that have lasted me forever. But this has a sponge in the middle and has a seam, and that is what happens. So if you guys have these, let me know your thoughts. Well, my friends, that was a long video. I want to thank you for taking the time, spending it with me, and going through some of these products. I have given you my thorough opinion on many of them, but now the most important part is I would like to hear your opinion on these products. Have you used any of them? And give me your feedback, because that's what I live for. I love you guys so very much. You are amazingly wonderful people that I am so blessed to have part of this family. If you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, it really does help out my channel tremendously. And if you want to become part of this family, I would love that as well. And of course, my friends, whatever part of the world you are in, on, around, I hope you're having an amazing, fabulous, wonderful day. I hope you have an amazing, fabulous, wonderful week ahead. I will see you really soon on my next one. Love you guys. Bye.